Everyone I know. Everyone I know. Everyone I know. Welcome to Everyone I Know, the podcast where we argue about the mundane. We're here again in Troy, baby. I'm here with my producer, Brendan.
Hello, everybody.
And my brother, Chris.
What's going on, guys? Hey, Andy, I think today's a special episode, isn't it?
It is a special episode.
Because we've got some, something. That worked perfectly. There we go. We got some good news.
That's right, folks. We got the Silent K up in the
Beautifully
house
executed.
Today. Our good buddies hailing all the way from Kentucky, United States.
The Mid-South.
Yeah,
The Mid-South.
We got a doorbell, too.
Hell yeah.
This intro is going perfectly.
Excellent.
We got Tori and Jimmy. So they're from the Silent K podcast. Tell us about yourself, guys.
Hey, guys. I am one half of your co-host of the Silent K podcast, Jimmy, and I'm sitting here with my lovely wife, Tori. Say hi, Tori.
Oh, hi.
Hey, guys. As you may be familiar with us, we are a bad advice podcast with the best of intentions. Or as Andy said last week, a good advice podcast with the worst of intentions. We just want to mess everything up, which is partially true, but that's part of our charm.
We stand for chaos.
Yeah, so we give advice on questions that fans submit to us, or we talk about our opinions on stupid subjects, usually.
We just answer questions.
Yeah, we just answer questions that people send us, and then we put it on the internet for people to hear.
If you guys want to listen to them, they've actually been on our podcast before.
Yep, returning guests.
That was the Silent EIK crossover episode. Actually, our first crossover episode.
I think it was like the first time we did something like that, right?
First time we had a podcast on for sure, and definitely I think also the first time I think that we had somebody who had their own platform that they wanted to promote, which was very cool. I made a little remixy poo of your theme song. So,
let's listen.
Here we go.
He's remixing it right now.
It's kind of
You guys can't see, but I'm fucking
Welcome to the Silent K. Welcome to the Silent K. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Silent K. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Silent K. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Silent K.
That's all.
The best part of that is we can't hear it on this end.
Oh, you guys can't hear it.
See you rock. See, I have the opposite feeling of the listeners at home because they're going to hear you talking about how you're rocking out. I can see you rocking out, but hear no music. So
You guys really can't hear that? That sucks.
That sucks. Well, it was great.
It
was awesome.
Greatest thing you've ever heard, actually. It's crazy.
I'm sure it will be. I'm going to pretend I did hear it. Look, wow.
That was amazing.
It was
Oh, my
insane.
jars.
So we don't have an old man minute today because I don't think our father knew that we're recording on Saturday. Sorry, old man. You're going to have to... We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Went out for the homies on that one.
But instead, we're going to have the Silent K. Do a little Silent K minute.
Response to last week's episode.
Yep. Last week's episode, we had Mr. John Cheevers on... Oh, John on the... Whatever.
Sheepdog Radio.
Yeah, Sheepdog Radio was in the house. And he had some things about pickles. So he'd asked the Silent K a question about pickles.
Dear EIK fellas, last week you talked about putting people in various punishments for things. Just kill them all. That's my take. That's me doing that one. No, this question came in from John Cheevers via the EIK podcast, and he says, "What do I do with people who hate pickles?"
My recommendation here is to divorce them. So,
well, here's the thing: you
more
can't divorce
pickles.
me because I don't like pickles. I am not. All my life, I have been a pickle hater. I was a very vocal pickle hater, and I don't like dill. That's my thing. I don't like dill in anything.
You don't like
so
dill?
I don't like dill pickles.
It's okay to be wrong about stuff, man.
right?
It's fine. Sometimes if I'm eating like a cheeseburger from McDonald's or Burger King, and they slip one in, I might not pick it out.
About it for 10 minutes.
I said sometimes. That's all the times. Sometimes I won't pick it out, but usually I will complain about it. But I had I think it was at TGI Fridays back in August. They had some kind of spicy burger, and it had spicy pickles on there. And I purposely ate that one, and that tasted delicious to me.
Yeah, pickles
Those
are
were really
good.
Pickles
are delicious. Expand your mind, bro.
So if you
Eat some
if you
DMT,
need a pickle
eat some
eater,
pickles.
Just tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
And then
It's
just
okay to
force
be wrong.
feed them a pickle, like a full one. Just shove it down their throat.
See,
Giant garbage.
Here's my hot take to you guys. I hate pickles and I love cantaloupe. So it's like,
Ooh.
Jimmy, we're gonna fight. We're gonna
they're
fucking fight,
disconnecting
man.
right now.
That's it. Podcast canceled.
I've always loved cantaloupe when I was
It's
a child.
disgusting.
It's good.
It's
so
the worst
good. I
melon.
would wake
It's
up in the middle of the night.
No.
You keep your fucking voice down over
Honeydew
there.
is terrible.
Honeydew is bad too.
Honeydew's
Honeydew
okay.
tastes like Elmer's glue. It's bad.
Yeah, it's
it's not
awful.
good.
But cantaloupe's the worst.
No,
I'm-
you're wrong.
I'm not picky.
Eat pickles, love cantaloupe. That's my hot take.
Ooh, I'm coming down to Kentucky.
So that person ringing my doorbell was asking me to sign a petition to make Troy a sanctuary city, and I signed it, and that's it.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations. You can sleep well tonight.
Thanks.
I did my part to change one city in America.
Yep.
I'm doing my part.
Well, without further ado, we're moving on now to topic.
Well, not topic.
Not topic. No, it is topic. No, it is topic. No, it is topic. No, it is
It's
topic.
question.
Oh, question. Question.
This is the Outback Steakhouse episode. No rules, just right.
One.
So, if you're unfamiliar with this, so Jimmy and Tori they do questions. We had talked about it before, so we're gonna kind of flip it. So me and Andy are gonna do advice questions, and they're gonna talk about topics. I guess, right?
Exactly.
We're gonna attempt to do that.
And this musical stinger is brought to you by Jimmy Nips. Okay, well,
Yeah, I was just gonna play
VLC
once.
didn't want to loop. Let's try it one more time, guys.
Well, while Andy's trying to figure that out, we probably could have gotten this worked out before.
I don't think
started.
we need background music.
Yes, we do. There we go. It'll be fine now.
So,
Well, then we're going to have to readjust all our audio levels now.
I didn't change it. It should be fine.
so I'm gonna do the first advice question, and my question comes from them. They sent the Silent K. They sent us a list of questions, so I stole one of them. And the question is, how would you go about making friends at a new job? They all seem really close and have no interest in talking to me. So I find I like this one because I work at a big office and I've actually made a lot of friends. Just because I'm a cool guy.
Yeah, okay, bragging.
Like who?
Like Brendan, our producer, and Seth, his friend, and other people. But like it's
Half the guests on this podcast.
like half the guys on the podcast come
It's just
from
everyone you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that makes sense now. Internet Explorer goes on the internet.
So I can understand it being kind of hard to like to make friends, but like I feel like an office setting is a lot like a college dormitory sort of, where everybody's like kind of new to each other sometimes.
Yeah.
So you should just be yourself.
Just be yourself, dog.
Also pick up smoking. That's no, I legitimately
That works for me.
like that's how I made one of my friends I made at the office. He was a smoker, and one of the only guys that would be outside would be this dude from the office, and we would talk and became friends. We'd go out to bars and shit like that.
And everybody knows that people who smoke aren't squares. So
Exactly.
You can tell them your weird thoughts. You can give them your hot takes.
Yeah. Also, just talk to people. That's pretty. So
Yeah.
That's like a. Just force yourself on people. Not force yourself on people.
In an office setting.
Yeah. Don't.
Hashtag me too.
Don't force yourself on. You'll end up in HR.
Yep.
But then you make friends with HR.
Yep, that's how you.
Exactly.
That's true. There you go.
Spend enough time in there, you're bound to cultivate
I mean,
a friendship.
You're right, though. I think that's great advice in a office setting. I mean, we met Brendan through the office we used to work for.
I met you.
That's
I met
true as
him.
well.
He was my
Office there,
boss. Now we're married.
Jimmy was both of our boss.
And now,
It's true.
now you're all married.
All of us, all three of us. It's a long distance throuple. His marriage to Nicole is a sham.
It's just for government purposes, so Cuomo doesn't kick the door in.
Just got an image of Cuomo kicking doors in, nullifying fucking marriages.
Hey, how's it going in here?
Take your gun and your marriage license.
I was watching the Escape at Dannemora show, and they
Yeah.
have Cuomo, somebody who plays Cuomo on that show.
It was what's his name from The Sopranos? It was Christopher.
Okay.
The cousin.
Yeah.
Well, that is good casting.
Yeah.
He looks just like Andrew
looks
Cuomo,
just like fucking Andrew
and they
Cuomo.
make him a sniveling little dipshit. That he's like
Just like Andrew Cuomo.
he's like, I want to see the tunnel. Let me see the tunnel.
I need to see the tunnel. I can't remember if it's Cuomo or the other one that we don't really like that much from New York.
Schumer. Chuck Schumer.
I think it might be Schumer that like Julie's dad went to like high school with him or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it probably makes more sense for like the age.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Schumer's pretty old. Anyway,
Regardless,
making friends at work. You know what? That's a great one. Come in and say I hate Cuomo, but I'm also liberal, so don't get any ideas. I hate him because he's not liberal enough.
So now I picked that question too because I want to know how you make friends at work, Andy, because you work with insects.
Oh, so easy. I don't. I have friends at work. I wanted to hang out with people outside of work, but like they're all scientists and like, you know, I'm just
Okay, no, so with that,
I'm just afraid I'm going to scare them.
No, you want to scare them.
You got to scare them.
Yeah, you got to
freak
scare
people out.
Yeah, so like that was one of the things when I was selling customer support, I would be like, I would just put a note in the thing like, hey guys, I'm gonna go get drunk at this bar tonight. Anybody want to come? And like you inevitably get one or two people, and then you become friends with them. Just get out like if you're an extroverted person, just get out of your comfort zone. Get people to come out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then normally you become friends with them.
Ask honest questions. You get honest answers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're like, hey, I'm going to go get drunk at a bar because they won't want to do that, and someone will be like, you know what? I do want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that sounds pleasant.
Just say you don't put any frills around it. Like, you know, I was thinking about hitting up the happy hour because they got a good Reuben sandwich. No, I'm going to go get drunk at this bar on a Thursday. I get home early enough so I can wake up for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anybody want to join?
And then you're in HR the next day, you know, filling out the complaint that you did after hours. Now you're friends with the HR person.
Exactly.
And then you guys go out to drinks and then
come full circle.
Exactly.
Actually, a fun story about that. We, at the place that we all used to work at, the first 2 weeks we were there, we used to go to this trivia night at a bar in Schenectady. Nice. And this one guy, he was there, and he was already kind of pushing everyone's buttons, but he got really drunk at the trivia night, you know, after hours, and was telling all this story and was like really annoying people, and people talked to HR the next day, and he was fired because of that. So that, that does actually happen.
Huh, okay.
That's the only time I've ever seen that, but
yeah, but the office we worked for was like a sham as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That was quirky.
Yeah.
The only place I could ever imagine where they buy like an $8,000 ice cream machine and then lay people off 2 weeks later because they ran out of money.
Yeah.
Well, the HR there was nuts too, because we were in a relationship and we're like, okay, we ought to disclose this because, you know, he was my boss. Mm-hmm. And he like texted the HR lady and was like, do I have to disclose this relationship? And she like literally texted him back and was like, if you're just having sex, no. But if there's feelings, yes.
That's
what
I think this office was run by a 13-year-old.
Pretty much, yeah. Mentally, they were definitely teenagers.
We need an ice cream machine, and sex doesn't matter unless there's feelings.
Yeah, you text them, they just text back, nice.
the okay emoji. Get it, boy.
Good for you.
Send pics. I don't know. Whatever. Why are you texting me?
You up, babe? Text you later on. So to wrap up my little advice here for Mr. Man who can't, or Mr. Woman who can't find a friend at work, the answer is alcohol.
I think to some extent, or maybe a hobby if you don't drink.
Oh, like, board games.
Pick up drinking as a hobby.
Yeah.
Pick up drinking.
Just get cooler and people will want to be your friend.
Good at it. Takes 10,000 hours to get perfect. Just drink 10,000 hours straight. You're a pro.
Then you're Malcolm Gladwell. You're so drunk that you think you're him.
Oh, also, you can grow a beard. That's a good conversation starter.
That's true.
Yep.
But if somebody touches them, touches your beard, you know that they're not your friend.
No, they're not your friend.
No, they won't have sex with you though.
So then you got to disclose that to HR.
Only if there's feelings.
Only if there's feelings.
All right. Any final thoughts on making friends?
No.
I don't know. I don't have any of myself. So this my job now is the first place that I've ever worked that I'm not Facebook friends with anyone, and I've been there for about 2 years now. So
hell yeah.
No, I avoid them at all costs.
Keep it profesh. You know what? If you want friends, you can go to EIKpodcast.com or thesilentKpod.com. And just listen to us, and we'll be your friends in your headphones.
We'll be your friends, so we give great advice.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I tell everyone. If you write a question to me, you're automatically my friend. Even if you're sending shitty hate mail, you're still my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you really want to be our friends, you can go to our Patreons because we both have Patreons. And
Patreon.com/, everyone I know.
It's kind of like
a Silent K-Pod.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a fraternity actually. So you pay us and we're your friends.
It's a fraternal brotherhood where we thank you most weeks for giving us
unless
money.
we forget about it.
Unless we forget.
Yeah.
So, in which case, maybe you should have reminded us. It's really on you.
You know what? Engage. Tweet at us. Tweet at everyone. We'll talk about you. You have to engage.
We will talk about you.
Communication's a two-way street.
Communication is key.
That's true.
That's how you make friends.
That's how you do advice too. Communicate, baby. All right. Moving on now to top number one.
Yeah.
One
One, no, it's just one. We had advice one, topic one,
Question
advice
one,
two,
topic one.
advice two. I got you. I got you.
You got it? All right.
Okay.
Now draw your fucking flowchart.
Throw me make me a flow chart there, baby. Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Jimmy, that's you.
All right. So what I wanted to discuss today is everyone knows that trends are cyclical and they tend to, turn around every 20 years or so.
Yep.
So what I want to talk about today and discuss is what trends do we want to see come back from the late 90s, early 2000s?
Okay.
And conversely, what do we hope never, ever, ever comes back?
Racism.
That's never went away.
Yep. Sorry.
That's sometimes it's further back inside of a closet, but I don't know, since
Still there.
since November 2016, it's been out in the open. So
Pretty flagrant.
You know what's something that I think is coming back around, whether it's
Jinko
for good,
jeans?
for
Jinko
good or
jeans?
for bad.
Jinko jeans?
I
Jinko
wish it was
jeans?
Jinko
Jinko
jeans.
jeans?
It's not Jinko jeans. You know what it is? Apocalyptic ideation has come back for the new millennium. Everyone thought that we were all going to die.
Oh yeah, it's a good point.
Guess what? We're all actually going to die now.
Yeah.
they thought it was the computers, but now it's the Earth itself.
Yeah.
So
I can't blame the Earth, honestly.
no. That's like if you have a
got a
kitchen
bum
infested
deal,
with
man.
cockroaches, you're gonna bomb it. You're gonna bug bomb it. You're gonna do what you can. And we are the cockroaches of this Earth, so that's what's up.
Oh, okay.
This is taking a really weird place.
Got dark.
Let's talk about fun stuff.
New metal could come back.
New metal's cool.
New metal is on my list. Angsty rap metal / new metal.
Well, I'll tell you, just from like a parent point of view, all the toys are coming back. Like my kids are playing with the new updated versions of the same stuff I played with as a
Furbies
kid.
and
Oh yeah, like
Furbies
Furbies
are still a
Beanie
thing?
Babies.
Polly Pockets are back, which I think were also around in like the 80s.
So like the Polly Pockets, there was the boy version, the cool version. It was
Max Mini?
Max
Yeah.
something or other, and there was a
think it
fucking
was something like
cartoon
that.
about it too.
They just came out with a Polly Pocket cartoon on Hulu
Really?
that I've had to
that our
watch
kids
8
watch
times.
constantly.
Fine.
Should I check it out or what?
You guys realize what all this
No.
actually is, right?
What's that?
Mighty Max.
Mighty
they're-
Max.
They're selling those things. They're not selling those things to kids. They're selling those things
to the parents.
who played
Yeah.
with those things.
Yeah, good point.
It's kind of brilliant
They're
marketing.
selling the nostalgia.
It's like Beanie Babies, how the adults are
Joke's
collecting
on them.
children's things.
Jokes on them. I don't buy my kids anything.
It's true. if they're
Got
not
'em.
swift enough to steal it from the Walmart, then they're not getting it.
Yeah,
It's a life skill. They need to learn.
Gotta
Actually-
be thrifty.
It's not a bad idea. I was pretty good at stealing back in the early 2000s.
You were
Maybe
very good at
I
stealing.
should get back into that.
So
Be a
exactly,
trend
that's a
coming
trend
back
that
around.
needs to come back.
Yeah.
Just the 5-figure discount. Perfect. But I did Jinko jeans. I think that should come back, like that 90s grunge style with
Hell
like
yeah.
the flannels.
Well, the
like,
flannels
baggy
are
jeans.
the flannels are a thing now.
I mean, it is. It's still a
But
thing,
now
but
it's like hipster. Like then it was
Yeah.
grunge. Now it's like
Yeah.
hipster. It's just a new name for the same thing.
what is a grunge person but like a dirty hipster with a styled beard? That's
It's
all
a
that
hipster,
is.
but a dirty hipster.
No, a lot. You think when I think about hipsters, I think about very skinny jeans,
Yep.
very well kept. I don't think dirty.
Yeah.
There are crust hipsters.
like
They're out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They're,
Sure there are.
they're putting stuff in jars. They're pickling things. Shout out to earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that a grunge kid is like just like a punk hipster.
Yeah.
You know,
Methadone probably too.
methadone hipster.
Yeah, I'll tell you something I would like to come back.
What's that?
What I miss from the late 90s, which
Yeah.
some of you guys might be too young to remember, is the free love period of the internet.
Ah, yes.
It's when you could go online and you could go on ICQ and you could search literally by age and location and find somebody and be like, let's go to the mall. And they would straight up go to the mall with you.
Oh, trust.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
before, you were going to get raped and murdered if you did that. I would like to see that come back.
Yeah.
It's never going to
The innocence of the early
internet.
It was great.
I mean, they got rid of the Craigslist back pages and everything now, so like it's all out the window.
Not gonna lie, sometimes when that was still around, I would pop open an incognito window real quick and just see what was there.
Oh, dude, there's
it's like people watching.
Next time we have Olivia on, she'll have to tell the story about how she catfished a guy from.
Oh my god, it's such. We've talked about it
so many times,
but it's such a
it's her story. I can't tell it.
It's such a good story that we just.
She basically
next time
she tricked an old man into coming to the mall and then we watched him from afar. God, it was great.
It's amazing.
That's dedication, honestly. Like that's a long game. I like it.
Something that I'd like to come back from the 90s that was popular back then? Goofy Will Smith. I miss Goofy Will Smith. He got serious and sexy.
There's the Aladdin now, though.
He's coming back with the goofy shit.
Dude,
I want him to rap at the end of a movie.
Exactly. His terrible rap.
To Will Smith's,
I love it.
Greatest hits album on Spotify with my kids.
Which is an oxymoron, but
yeah. I mean,
they're all hits.
It wasn't great, but it was his greatest.
They're all greatest hits.
Yeah, I mean,
they all fucking rip.
What? So let's talk about the Will Smith canon as far as musical prowess. We've got the Wild Wild West song.
Parents just don't.
You got to go back to
understand.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes,
got to go way back there.
Parents just don't understand. Is Summertime is a good one?
Nightmare on My Street.
Nightmare on My Street.
I'm
Getting
unfamiliar.
jiggy with it.
Well, that's
getting
later on.
jiggy with it.
Nah.
Hey.
What's fucking Welcome to Miami?
That's Cisco.
Bienvenido
That's
a Miami.
Cisco?
Wait, no, is that Will Smith?
That's Will Smith.
That's Will Smith.
Oh, I just thought it was Cisco because
No, you just assume that I don't fucking know anything
Well,
about.
no, I just thought it was
about
Cisco
rap.
because everything was from Miami with him.
Yeah.
I remember the thong song. There were butts on the beach. He had silver hair. Cisco
Can we bring
could come
Cisco?
back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we bring Cisco
Guys,
back?
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Back is coming back.
Men in Black.
That's
Men in
good.
Black.
And it is coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
What sucks about like Men in Black coming back? That rhymes. It's fun to say.
Yeah, it's like the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
The Men in Black came back.
Originally, it was they're gonna do a crossover with 21 Jump Street and Men in Black, but that got canned because people don't like good things
Yeah, people are cowards and they're afraid to take risks
and be
on
goofy
Will
as
Smith.
Fuck.
You know who else's movies I miss from the 90s who consistently put out hit after hit? Brendan Fraser.
Oh, the phrase.
Dude, yeah.
The phrase,
He's fucking.
dude.
I think he's coming back. I think he's like
Is he making a comeback?
He's in like some indie movie now.
I welcome him back.
Yeah,
I
with
watched-
open arms.
The last thing I remember seeing from him was, and I didn't even see it, but it was the Chinese Mummy movie.
We just watched the original.
We watched the
Mummy.
first two.
We just watched that the other day.
Got me on a big kick.
Dude, when it came back on Netflix, me and Olivia have watched Mummy 1 and The Mummy Returns twice now. And
it's that good.
The Mummy is so good and it's so long. It's so long.
I had the first two VHS tapes that I personally owned were Wild Wild West and The Mummy Returns.
I would like to see.
It's kismet.
I would like to see Austin Powers come back.
Yes.
I think.
No,
we're
no. Austin Powers can stay far away.
What?
I love Austin Powers.
The first two were good.
You guys do know what our last name is, right?
Chris doesn't want to be ridiculed again like he was in
Yes,
6th grade.
For like, and then when I went to college, I had a professor go, your last name's Powers. Austin? I'm like, I've never fucking heard that before, man.
Okay, my
You're
name
a
is Victoria.
professor.
I've heard Victoria's Secret my entire life.
Yeah,
I've heard my last name is actually Wilson and not Nips. That's just my internet persona. Every time anyone meets me, your name is Wilson. Oh, Mr. Wilson.
I would scream like Wilson, like fucking
I got
whatever.
Brendan Fraser.
The beach ball.
Brendan Fraser, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
That's
You know what? I think
full circle.
if we've got trends coming back, if the phrase is coming back, if AP is coming back, why don't we just lean into it, Chris? Why don't when someone says, Powers, like Austin Powers in theaters this fall, and
You're like, fuck yeah.
you just go groovy, baby, yeah. Do I make you horny? All that.
Don't make you Randy.
Oh, Randy, fuck.
Randy.
I want to shag you like a carpet, baby. Yeah. That was terrible. That was the worst voice I've ever done.
Shagadelic, baby.
I've ever heard from you, and you're usually good with
I'm okay. That was bad.
You guys ever seen that? You guys ever see that movie with Brendan Fraser called Monkey Bone?
Yeah, Monkey Bone was good.
That was bad.
I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it.
I like
You were like a
George of the
toddler.
Jungle.
I'm easy to please.
He did you George of the Jungle. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. He was
That was my
dipshit in the
jam.
jungle.
That was my jam.
Encino Man.
Encino Man.
The
Fucking
What was the movie where they were in the band?
Airheads, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a good
that
one.
was a great one.
It was Steve
Was it
Buscemi.
him? I gotta Google it.
Oh, and
Adam
I'm
Sandler.
going to mention.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Adam
and
Sandler and Steve
Kramer.
Buscemi.
Oh, Blast from the
Seinfeld.
Past. He was in that.
Oh yeah, that's when like he wakes up and he's they're
like
like
a
the bomb shelter.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
What was the what's his name?
Bedazzled. Oh, okay.
Bedazzled.
That was another good one.
What's the name of the dude that was in Encino Man too?
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
The Weasel.
The Weasel.
I was going to say Biodome and all of that. That's
Yeah.
going to take me to the next topic or the next portion of not coming back, and that would be the films of Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore is okay.
Get rid of those.
He had a place in a time. I watched In the Army Now probably 14 fucking times because I thought it was funny and there was almost boobs in it. It was great.
I love Almost Boobs. Those are the best.
And me and Julie got drunk one night and she's like, "You want to watch a movie?" I'm like, "You want to watch fucking In the Army Now?" She's like, "What's In the Army Now?" I'm like, "Oh, buckle up. YouTube search. Here's a bootleg copy on YouTube somehow." We watched the whole fucking thing. So this is stupid. I'm like, it's amazing.
Nobody cares enough to take that down.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who aren't funny, Howie Mandel did come back.
Yes, he did. But
He's been a host on America's Got Talent for a while.
Yeah, he's been in the public eye.
No,
think
he was gone for a good like 10
he was
years.
gone. He was washing his hands for a long
I
time.
went back to
Yeah.
watch Bobby's World not too long ago.
Okay.
Did not hold up.
Yeah.
I mean, his bouncy like permed mullet doesn't do it for you in this day and
Okay.
age.
Well, speaking of mullets, what hairstyle should and should not come back? Let's hear it.
Ooh. Tipped.
I never want to
hair.
see a rat tail again.
Frosted tips.
Frosted
rat tails
tips.
are awful.
I had frosted tips. I had
had a rat tail.
frosted tips.
I had the Slim Shady, which was
Yeah.
just like blonde on the top,
Yeah.
black
Plastic.
as night on the sides.
I wrestled with a kid that had a rat tail, and he had to tape it to the back of his head when he wrestled. Take athletic tape, just fucking tape it to the back of his
Hell
head.
yeah, dude.
One thing I am seeing that is sort of coming back that I think is a really stupid haircut was where you shave the zebra stripes into the side of your head and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Was that from the 90s?
That was like Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer stuff.
I was born in 92, so I'm a little.
Child? Yes, you are a little child. That is correct.
I was born in '92 as well.
I was
Yeah, so
born in
he, like-
'88, so
I
fuck
know
y'all.
some of it.
But I think those are terrible. I had those. I had the stripes shaved into my
you?
sideburns as a child. It was
I
terrible.
wasn't allowed to.
There was the other haircut in the late 90s that like a lot of the grunge kids had where it was sort of like a bowl cut. So it was like a shave up to the ears,
Yeah.
long hair parted in the middle.
The
Yeah.
middle
Gotcha.
part was for boys and girls. I remember when I was a kid, I always had like the hard plastic headbands. That was a very like girl
Oh, yeah.
hair 90s.
I had
Parachute pants.
I had the this is not really 90s. This is more like kind of like early 2000s. I had the helmet hair.
Yes.
That go down and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of hair. Not so much hair anymore.
That's okay.
That was I too. When I was in high school, I had a healthy head of hair. When later on, after I show her pictures of it sometimes, she says I look like a fat Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. So I can't disagree.
We'll have to send you these pictures because I'm not wrong.
She's not at all.
You know what hairstyle I want to come back is the guy from Alien Ant Farm, like that, like reverse mohawk thing that he had.
It's a callback to an earlier episode for you guys too.
We to be fair, we talk about Alien Ant Farm way too much.
It's a lot.
I mean, there are things that you like, and
Listen, they're not getting any other exposure. So I mean, fucking somebody's got to do it.
We had a whole
You're
episode.
picking up the mantle for those guys.
yeah, it's like Finding Sugar Man, but for Alien Ant Farm.
We had a whole episode about going over their greatest hits album on Spotify.
Yeah.
We recognized 2 songs.
Yeah.
The movies.
That guy, if I'm not wrong, he had a terrible 90s thing too, and that was a soul patch.
Oh,
I just called that a
Soul Patch never won. A what? What was that?
A skid mark.
A skid mark?
Yeah.
A flavor saver.
Yes.
That's never gone away. That's like I think the guy from fucking what's it called? The band Shrek.
Shrek the Band, All Star, Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. I think he's still rocking that.
Dude, you know what? You know what I want to see in popular culture? I want to see someone brave enough to do the double labrae piercings that fucking the guy from Disturbed had.
I wanted
Yeah.
that so bad. Dude, when I was in my prime System of a Down Disturbed days. System of a Down, by the way, listen to Toxicity. That album so fucking rips.
Yeah, it does.
It's fucking great.
I'll give you that one.
And the politics on it rule. Actually,
it's a sick album. Yeah. More poignant today than it was when it came out.
Yep.
But yeah, no. When I don't remember what the name of the Disturbed album was, but he's in the fucking music video and he's got the two fucking piercings right there and they're hooked down. I'm like, oh, I want that.
Do you think he ate metal to do that? Did he bite a can and then he just got stuck?
And it was like an accident that he just, it was like, it's going to be here now. Cool.
I actually have a real life story about that guy.
Really?
Yeah, a friend of mine worked on Ozfest. He was on it was a tie-dye shirt stand. But if you work at the stand, you get a backstage pass.
Okay.
Because you're basically like crew-ish. Yep. So he was backstage and David Draymond rode up to him on a golf cart and said, "Get in." So he got in the golf cart.
Of course.
Yeah. So David Draymond sped the golf cart up to max speed, flipped it over, and then got out and walked away. That was the entire interaction.
And now he's covering the sounds of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Sounds like a fucking cow. Sounds like a fucking cow in that song.
It's new metal cow. It's good.
So I gotta say, if everything, new metal's got to come back.
New metal, I sit down, I'll tune my guitar to drop D. I'll play some like old Nickelback and Stain and stuff. That's what I'll do.
He stopped listening to music and now he only listens to podcasts and new metal. That's
Hell,
it. He will not accept
bro.
music.
No, I hate it.
I want to appreciate the subtlety of that statement. He stopped listening to music and started listening to new metal.
Dude, he's a man for the new millennium. Like, this is a brave new world that we live in. You gotta fucking
the new millennium with the
Yes, exactly.
Well,
Title of episode.
I tried to make a new metal band. That didn't go anywhere though.
You know, it's crazy because
Chainsaw, bro.
What? In order to make a band, you have to play music.
I'm the front man.
Chris is the concept guy.
Yeah, I come up with the ideas, and then I get people talented to come around me and do the other things. Hence, podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how all the 90s boy bands were formed. So there you go.
Oh, boy bands!
Boy bands.
We got to bring them back for the moms.
I think there's
I was showing my kids like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and they're like really digging it because like it's NSYNC, right? And then the other day, my 6-year-old comes up to me and says, "Mom, can we put on the old music from when you were a kid?" And I went, "Shit, that is old."
Britney Spears, her number one hit was 20 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
And that was the day the world changed forever.
Everyone lusting after a 16-year-old girl.
Bringing trailer parks to the mainstream.
Yeah, I think boy bands could make a serious comeback. We got all these K-pop guys.
Well,
they're living as slaves to their music contracts.
Well,
so they
exactly.
Well,
K-pop is just Slipknot without like the crazy percussion. It's Slipknot without the distortion. That's how many friggin' people are in that band. They're groups.
So what about like emo music? You bring that back?
Emo is still here.
What? Okay, maybe not emo. How about pop punk?
Pop punk is still here.
Pop punk is still here. It's all just it's a different kind of it now. Like it's
nuanced and curated.
Evolved.
Yeah.
It's nothing like Blink-182 and New Found Glory. Like I do want music to come back, like Dashboard Confessional.
I would like bands
early
to come
November.
back.
Bring that stuff back.
Well, so Blink-182 is still putting out music. It's not
They
good.
are. No,
Okay.
see, I disagree with that. I think the album that they put out with Matt Skiba is better than anything that they've
it's the
done
guy
so
from
far.
fucking what's it called?
Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, Alkaline Trio. Because they kicked out Tom because he's fucking chasing aliens.
He's chasing the aliens around, man.
Well,
Where are you?
Living his dream.
Up there.
I miss you.
I miss you. I'm on Earth.
You little green man now. I cannot sleep. You've sucked me up tonight. And you're probing my rectum.
My cornhole. It's puckered.
All right, I'm gonna leave the topic with one final insertion.
Yeah.
Something I hope to never ever see again outside of a Goodwill. Those gangster Looney Tunes T-shirts.
Oh no, I want those. I want those
Big
now.
dog in the house.
Big dog. Hell
if you see
yeah.
the police, warn a brother.
Yeah.
Those just
I think I had like 15 Tweety Bird shirts when I was a kid.
It's just those have quietly gone by the wayside, and I don't want a resurgence of that.
That's like the first instance of like fellow kids stuff.
Yes.
like the first like some corporation trying to be Mimi.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Appropriating culture.
Yeah.
It's kid culture.
They're like, I'm sweet, but I'm tough, Tweety Bird. I'm a little stinker, Bugs Bunny. I have a messy room, Tasmanian Devil.
You should be working for Warner Brothers, dude.
Dude, I would be a millionaire if people would just let me make dumb images for them so they could put them on T-shirts. All right, without further ado, now we're moving on to question number. All right, question number 2 is me.
Music starts again. I like it.
And this question comes in from Esteban on the Google Doc. The question is, you can make any kids movie into a PG-13 by adding one single fuck. The word fuck, that is, not one person.
Not a porn scene.
What movie
Full
would you choose
penetration.
and where would you put it? Well, Esteban, I took the liberty of looking up some quotes from famous Disney movies, and we added fuck, and we'll see how they turn out. Chris is going to be my acting partner, and
I didn't agree to this.
It's okay. You read the parts that are in bold, and
There's
don't read
a lot of stuff that's in bold.
Yeah, well, those are your parts. You know, I think it's just the first 2.
I like the dedication.
It is.
I printed it on very thick paper. It can cut you real good. All right.
Okay.
So from the Lion King, here we go. Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. As king, you need to understand that balance and respect all the creatures, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope.
But Dad, don't we fuck the antelope?
But yes, Simba, but let me explain. When we die, our bodies become grass, and the antelope fuck the grass. And so we all are connected in the great circle of life. Simba! So, I think the rationale behind this question is that, like, in PG-13 movies, you're allowed to say fuck once. I think made popular by the movie Be Cool, not Get Shorty. Be Cool.
Be Cool's great. It's a
Yes,
great movie.
it is a good movie. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's De Niro that delivers the line. He says, "You know, in
breaks the third wall.
yeah, because he breaks the third wall. He punches through the side of his car.
Breaks the fourth wall. He's a regular Deadpool.
He's a real Deadpool over here." But yeah, he says something along the lines like, "You know, in a PG-13 movie, you can only see the F word once." You know what I say to that? He turns to camera and he goes, "Fuck that."
Fuck that.
And then he says, "Hello, fellow teens," and skateboards out of the scene. Does a quick kickflip, goes down, does a Deadpool, and gets the fuck out of there.
So what other movies do you think like would
I mean, I think that
you'd want to change in this fashion?
So I went to IMDb to like do this to find some quotes because I just couldn't
we
think
have plenty
of
of quotes.
But like once you start reading kids movies with the idea that you're gonna put fuck into them, it just becomes so fruitful.
What's the dinosaur movie?
Land
Land Before Time. It's like Thumper's fucking somebody.
I mean, his name is just fucker.
Yeah, exactly. He's changing the fucker.
Thumper is from
Bambi.
Bambi. What are you talking about?
Then it's fucking.
There's a rabbit. Why would there be a rabbit in a dinosaur movie?
The rabbits are obviously fucking. Like,
No, he's Littlefoot. He's Littlefoot because he's
now he's little fuck.
Yeah, he's little fuck.
Little fuck, are you lost?
Fuck you.
All right, I got one from Toy Story. You want to be Buzz Lightyear, Chris?
Sure. To infinity and beyond. I've seen my laser from stun to. I set my laser from stun to fuck.
Oh great! If anyone attacks,
He's Woody.
Yeah. Oh great! If anyone attacks, we can fuck them to death. Here's another one from
Both
Toys.
examples so far, you've added fuck twice. I
No,
just
no.
want to point that out.
If you
once it changes the
one word, you can use
it's got to be the same
one.
thing.
But now it's an R-rated movie, not a PG-13.
God damn it! I was having too much fun.
I still think, but Dad,
Do you
don't
know
we
what?
fucking
Do you know what
handle
movie they invented the PG-13 rating for?
What?
The PG-13 rating only is from the 80s.
Yeah.
Before that, you could just be PG, and then it was R.
Right.
that you can thank what movie? Fucking Indiana Jones.
Nope.
No, wasn't Indiana Jones? What was it?
Close though. Kind of.
It was a Spielberg movie. I know that much.
It was.
E.T.?
It was Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Yeah.
Really?
Hi, Prudence.
This is Eleanor.
Okay.
Oh, Eleanor,
That's
damn
fine.
it.
That's fine. They all have old lady names. You're
Prudence
bound
is
to hit ones at some point. Hi,
4
Eunice.
times larger than that.
Yeah, Prudence is the old one. Well, they're not. None of them are old. They're kids.
I just took your advice. I pulled up IMDb. I have one I want to make
Okay.
an edition of.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Would you like to read the second line after I do this one?
Okay.
This is from Bambi, as you just talked about.
Fucker.
This is Stumper talking. He doesn't fuck very good, does he? Yes, Mama?
What did your father tell you this morning?
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
If you can't say something nice, shut the fuck up.
Dad, his stroke's weak as fuck.
And his pullout game is out.
If you just start like reading like children's movie quotes with like a sexy voice, it changes a lot. So here's an excerpt from Toy Story, featuring Chris. You're gonna be Buzz Lightyear. I'm gonna be the alien.
I just saw the one for Shrek on the back.
Oh, the Shrek's gonna be great. Okay, so this is Toy Story.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the little alien guys,
okay.
and Chris is gonna be Buzz Lightyear.
All right.
A stranger from outside.
Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear. I come.
Can I get that reading one more time? Can you really hit that cum?
Yeah, gotcha. Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear. I come.
Yeah, okay.
Parenthetical in peace.
Yeah, in peace is what he was going to say, but he didn't say
He
it
didn't-
anymore.
He said I come.
That one, I think, probably still counts. He's got to still be PG-13.
Can I do Shrek real
yes,
quick?
we can do Shrek. Okay.
Donkey, what are you doing in my ass?
There's a couple. What are you doing in my ass? There's a bunch from Shrek where they were like, there's like when Donkey and Shrek first meet, he's like, we could stay up all night telling manly stories, and then in the morning, I'll make I'll make waffles. And it's like, that's just, he's just trying to proposition Shrek.
Yeah, dude.
That's just a open call for sex. Brendan's eating an applesauce out of a baby's.
Got a little juice there, bud.
Donkey was great though. Donkey normalized interspecies sexual relationships
Very
in
true.
that movie, so that's not outside of his character range.
Normalized?
Well, the furries do.
Yeah.
True.
It's true.
Shrek walked so that they could run.
Listen, applesauce is delicious,
Yeah, Brendan just ate applesauce out of a baby container.
Like it wasn't odd.
and my wife had a tooth out yesterday, so we got a ton of these.
Oh, nice. I got some quick ones for Charlotte's Web. So instead of some pig, it can go 3 different ways. It could be, instead of some pig, it could be some fuck. Or you could get like in like a Dom sub type thing. You could have fuck pig. Or cum pig.
Come fuck.
Cum fuck. That one I think is breaking the rules.
Oh my god. What are you doing in my ass? So maybe take it in the other way. What movies would you like to see pacified a little bit?
A movie that you nerf down
Yeah,
to
yeah.
PG.
Like maybe like Goodfellas or
Goodfellas would be great. Just remove all the naughty parts.
PG version.
there's the famous Big Lebowski TV cut where it's
Yeah.
see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
You just see what happens when you feed a stranger scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Did you ever see the
Yippee-ki-yay.
PG trailer for 300? Look that up on YouTube.
Oh,
if you haven't.
that's amazing.
What do they do
Yeah,
to it?
This
Tonight we dine in heck.
This is Cake
Brush your
Town.
teeth. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Doesn't even make sense.
Dude, that's a dream job for me too. Like just to fucking just take something up and just like kind of mondegreen it into a non-swear word.
In Mallrats, there's they changed all it took was a fat chronic blunt to all it took was a fat karate punch.
A fat karate punch.
Did you have you ever heard of remember the Pirates XXX movie? Like that, it was 10 years ago or so, maybe.
Is this a porn?
It was a porn.
Okay.
It was an actual.
Yeah.
It was a big budget porn. Like it was like critically acclaimed and all that.
Yeah, like actually had a plot or some shit.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't remember that part of it, but they cut out all the fucking scenes and made it a regular movie. It was rated R, and it was terrible, obviously, but they did do that and put that out on home video. So they just took the sex stuff out and made it rated R. So it wasn't fully pacified, but they did do that and tried to pass it off like it was a feature film.
So going back to The Big Lebowski real quick. If you've never seen the Big Lebowski XXX parody, I highly recommend it.
Okay, that's enough. Keep it in your pants, buddy.
And the Chinaman from the movie comes on the rug, and that's the whole start of like
oh my God.
the way it goes.
Christ.
What's his name does give the Bonnie Lebowski $1,000 for a blowjob, and he gets a blowjob. It's the most absurdest shit in the world. Yeah, no, it's great. I highly recommend it. Look it up on a incognito tab.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming to an incognito tab near you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one from Ratatouille. This is
I've never seen Ratatouille.
Oh, it's a great movie about Remy the rat makes delicious food. This is a one-hander, Chris. So you don't have to worry about it.
I'm still gonna
read it.
I'm still read along.
So this is Gaston, like his mentor guy on the TV. It's like he's watching some program from this famous cook.
Binging with Babish.
Yeah, he's watching Binging with Babish. And he goes, "You must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work, and you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. The only limit is your hole." What I say is true. Anyone can fuck, but only the fearless can be great.
Oh shit.
This is a game I'm just going to play by myself at work now.
Yeah, I'm
going to start getting weird text messages now because of this.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy this question is getting the attention that it deserved.
We wouldn't have put that much effort into it, honestly.
Have you met my brother?
Yeah, I like to waste time. I like to waste time at work. This is kind of the theme of the podcast. It's why like the images are made on PowerPoint because I have PowerPoint at work. Okay, one last one from Inside Out. It's the opening lines to the film. Do you ever look at somebody and wonder what's going on in their head? Well, I know. Fucking.
Accurate.
Yes, that's every 6 seconds.
Just because we're saying the F word a lot. This is a spam message I just got on Google Hangouts. You hit my heart. I want you again and again. 24/7. Want to kiss with you, hug, and fuck.
And then hug and fuck?
Yeah. And then
normally you only get one of those.
And a link to a totally legit website.
Wait, she said she wanted to kiss with you?
Well, 24/7.
Okay. Yeah.
So 24/7.
Want to kiss
gotcha.
with you, hug, and fuck.
Kiss with you, though. She's not saying she wants to kiss you. She wants to be kissing near you.
Kissing adjacent.
Oh, shit.
24 days a week, 24 hours a week, 7 weeks a year.
Oh man. So wait, I think to round out this topic, we can or this question. God damn it! I'm sorry. What was I gonna say? To round out this question, I think we could talk about the little like hidden dirty stuff that's in like kids movies.
Oh yeah, like Disney stuff,
yeah.
like
Disney's,
Sex in the Sky and all that.
I think it was supposed to be SFX.
The original Little Mermaid cover had a penis.
The Dick Castle.
Castle.
Yep.
And there's a part at the end where they're getting married, and the priest has a boner.
Yeah. They say, oh, that's his knee, but
no, it's a ding. It's a ding dong.
Fucking hog,
it's a fucking
dude.
ding dong.
well, there was in that what was the one movie, The Rescuers, where there's an actual like topless woman stitched into it. They're like flying by all these windows, and there's like a real topless woman that they like stuck in there as a joke because they didn't think anyone would ever see it.
Little do they know.
Little did they know that you can pause movies.
There's the whole like Jessica Rabbit, like, are you seeing up her underwear?
Yeah.
Or her dress to see her underwear? Is she not wearing any? It's a fucking cartoon.
If it was there, they had to draw it in.
There's in Inside Out, there was a quote. I didn't change anything on it, but
You didn't change anything?
no. Inside Out, they're like looking at something, and they're like, Fear says, maybe it was a bear, and Disgust goes, there's no bears in San Francisco, and then Anger goes, I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear. This is just a gay joke.
Yeah, that's blatant.
Yeah, just
Blatant. You think I'd be a cub, a bear cub?
You're a little, I don't know.
You know,
I think you
Jim
can be one or
asks
the
me
other.
the same question all the time.
I do. I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
I just want free drinks. I'll be a tease to get free drinks. That's fine.
I mean, you gotta know your self-worth, man.
Yeah,
You gotta know
exactly.
your scale. You gotta know if you're
It's
a
a
Chad.
confidence boost.
I'm hairy, but I'm short.
Yeah. It depends on what
I'm
your partner...
thick.
You are thick. So, I don't know. It's hard to say.
All right.
Alrighty, folks. The Lion King's new name is the Fuck King. Ba.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What about Air Bud? Is that fuck bud or air fuck?
Air fuck.
Air fucks.
Air
I
fuck.
was going to go with fuck bud.
No, fuck bud, 100%.
Yeah, fuck bud.
Fuck bud. They both work.
Wasn't that a Ryan Reynolds movie?
That was Employee of the
That
Month.
Fucks with benefits.
Friends with fuck.
All right. Without further ado, moving on now to topic number 2.
Okay. So my topic is kind of a game here. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I've been on like a super folk punk music kick recently. And the lyrics and the vocals and the sound production can all be gritty.
Discarded.
Okay.
So I really love it. He really hates it. But being the creative mind that he is, he likes to write his own folk punk lyrics. So I have here for you several folk punk lyrics. And it's up to you guys to try to figure out which ones are real and which ones Jim made up.
Okay, I'm down for it.
All right. Now, should we tell them right after the lyric, or should we like mark it down and let them know which ones they were right about
I think,
after?
Do you guys have writing utensils by any chance, or if you
I
can
just got a vape. That's all I got.
I can keep track of the score.
There we go.
Okay.
So Brendan's going to keep track of the score. We will read the thing, take 10 seconds, discuss it real quickly, and then we'll move on. You write down whether you think it's a Jimmy lyric or an actual recorded album lyric.
Should we
from
make
a
this
real
Chris
artist.
versus Andy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We could,
okay.
yeah.
100%.
You can
Okay.
play along too, Brendan, if you want to get in on it.
Brendan's
Hey,
afraid
more
of failure.
competition, the
Brendan's
better.
afraid of failure.
Yeah, let's do Chris versus Andy.
Okay.
And
All right.
I will keep score. So you'll read it. They'll put in their guesses, and then you'll tell us who was right.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Can we have
Yes.
team names?
It's all for pride. No real prizes, all for pride.
This is number 1. Okay. All I see in my dreams are tangled up trees. When I was 6, I fell out of a barn. My knuckles were bruised, but somehow I carried on.
That's some Mark Twain shit. That is fake.
I'm going to say it's real. And Chris was saying that he wanted to have team names.
Yeah,
and
I really want
agree.
team names.
I want to be Neil Hung.
I want to be bend over.
Nice. Very cool. Glad we were on the same page.
All right. So final answers.
Fake.
I say real.
Okay.
Chris is right. It's fake.
Damn it.
Jim wrote that.
Damn it.
I
Good
fell
job.
out of the barn, man. Come on.
Dude, I thought that
That was a real life experience, actually.
it was intricate enough that I thought maybe somebody thought it was deep. You know what I'm saying? Where it had a lot of twists and turns.
I fell out of a barn.
Honestly. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Number
Yes.
2.
Let's do it.
All right. In your manic depression, it comes and it goes. Your parasympathetic nervous system reacts, and you're in fight or flight mode.
That's fucking real.
That's real.
That's fucking
Yeah,
real.
I have a feeling
Yeah.
that's real, and I'll tell you why.
Ding,
it's
ding,
real.
ding. Bend over. Real.
Neil Hung is saying real as well,
Yeah.
and the reason why I say that is because they use parasympathetic.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's like somebody who's like, I learned about nerve stuff. I know about science. Here it goes, right into the song.
With the old thesaurus?
Yep. Oh.
Okay, let's do it. Let's use that word.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
That is a real song.
Yes.
It is People to the Reckoning by AJJ.
Well, sponsor us, AJJ.
Who is AJJ? What is an AJJ?
It's Andrew Jackson Jihad.
But they shortened it because their name
They're
became
AJJ.
controversial.
Because you can't say jihad.
Apparently.
He's fighting
on
a
an
holy
airplane.
war against the parasympathetic nervous system.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to
All
try
right.
to say that word.
No.
All right, number 3. Sweet Communist, the communist daughter, standing on the seaweed water.
Oh, I know this
Seaman
song.
stains the mountaintops. Seaman stains the mountaintops.
Again, please? What was that?
All right.
Communist
Sweet
daughter?
communist. Sweet communist, the communist daughter, standing on the seaweed water. Seaman stains the mountaintops. Seaman stains the mountaintops.
I want to say that's fake because I really hope that came out of your brain, Jimmy. I really hope that came out of your brain.
That is so real. That is Neutral Milk Hotel.
Is it?
Yes.
Sweet communist, the communist daughter, standing on the seaweed water. Seaman stains the mountaintops. Seaman
Christ.
stains the mountaintops. So, yeah,
All right, so the score's evened up now.
Yeah.
All right.
2 to
all
2.
right. Moving on. I married a strange woman who loved a small man. We farmed all our pineapples to put them in. I'm sorry. To put them in cans. And
Start it.
Jim, you read this
Do you
one.
want me to read it?
I can't read this one.
I'll read this one. I love this song. I married a strange woman who loved a small man. We farmed all our pineapples to put them in cans, and on the day that she died, I wept real tears.
You came up with that, Jimmy. I know you came up with that. This is the way you did come up with that. To put them in cans.
The part that tells me that either it's real or Jimmy really has his finger on the pulse of this genre is the on the day that she died part of it tells me. So I got to say that is I'm gonna go with real. I'm taking a chance on this one.
All right, so Chris goes real, Andy goes fake, Neil, and Ben.
Oh, no, I said fake. I said fake.
Ben says fake.
Yep.
Neil says real.
I say real.
Yeah.
All right.
Those lyrics were written by me.
So good, dude.
stuff,
Dude, you
man.
got your finger on the fucking pulse, man.
Yo, you want to be in a band? You want to make a fucking band?
I'll write the lyrics. You just come up with them and just you say the stupid shit that I say and it'll be great.
Okay. Are we ready?
All right. On this one,
I can't stop laughing.
let's level. We don't want to. If we make them laugh, then they'll think that I wrote it. Because then
just
you
can't
won't think
stop
it's a song that you
laughing
listen to all the
ever.
time.
I mean, I laugh at the music I listen to. I'm not gonna pretend.
I cringe at it, but
okay.
different strokes.
I want to eat red meat. I want to feel it digesting inside of my tummy. And I support animal testing. I'd kill a kitten to save a human being.
That was written by our father.
I don't know on this one. I mean, it seems like it could be a character bit.
Yeah.
It seems like it could be somebody, writing it from the perspective of somebody that they don't agree with.
Yeah.
And it
That's a good
feels like
point.
this might be a popular viewpoint of that genre.
I'm gonna say that Steve Powers wrote it. No, I'm saying Jimmy wrote it. Jimmy wrote that.
I'm going to say it's real.
All right. So Team Bendover says it's fake. Team Neil says it's real. That song was called Candle in the Wind, parentheses, Ben's song by AJJ.
Yes.
We struggled to pick that lyric out of that song because the rest of the
every
verses and
verse-
choruses are just as
as
fucking
crazy.
weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go read the whole song.
That was the one we settled on. We
We're,
could have went with any of them.
We're tied up again.
Ugh.
Tied
All
up.
right. Right, here we go.
All right.
Here comes our next song. I found religion in a dirty bathroom stall in the back of a liquor store in that mini mall. You found religion when you realized you could fall. Now you say that you've come far enough to give me a call.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Whoever wrote this It's a real fake story. You can't use the fucking bathroom at a liquor store. Everyone knows that.
Well, do you know the guys?
Still, you don't know.
Are there liquor stores in Minnie Mouse? Yeah, there's definitely liquor stores in Minnie Mouse.
Definitely, dude.
Yeah. I'm going real. That's real.
I'm going to go real as well. I feel like, and don't take this the wrong way, I feel like there was a lot of rhyme work that went into that perhaps Jimmy would not go to the trouble of. I think he would have put more dick and balls jokes in there, possibly.
That's true because this is a real song.
Yeah.
It's San Cristobal by Mal Blum.
Nice.
Okay. Are we going on to the next one?
Going on to the next one.
Let's do it.
All right.
I think, are they still tied?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
tied.
they're still tied.
Yeah.
They both got that one right.
Yeah.
Okay. And if one day your car won't start and you look up to see the sun burn out, I hope you'd get hit by a train and live every day knowing it's all your fucking fault and I told you so.
This is a tough one. This could be a Mountain Goats lyric.
Yeah, legitimately, that could be Mountain Goats. The train, though.
Train makes it so like rustic.
Yeah.
And like there's a train coming, it's gonna hit you, you're gonna die by train.
Yeah.
Very country thing to do.
I'm gonna say that Jimmy wrote that.
I'm gonna split, and I'm gonna say it's real. And then this is gonna decide it.
This is it.
And I'll see you in hell.
We got one more after
Okay,
this.
so we got one more.
We have two more.
I'll still see you
okay.
in hell, Chris.
All
So
right, well,
somebody is definitely taking the lead with you splitting, and that person is Team Bend Over because I wrote those.
Hell yeah.
Very
It's that
good.
train, dude. It's that train. One
All right.
away train never coming back.
It's hard to tell because is it a tell from the genre? Is it just a thing? Or
He has really nailed this genre.
he's
He can
got
write
it.
these songs.
I will pick up my guitar. All you have to do is play major chords and just talk and sing like this. But all you do is do a thing. Oh, I'm gonna go fly my kite under a power line. That's it. That's every Folsom song ever.
so I can feel something real. Electricity.
You came over and you gave me a jar of quinoa, and I went home.
I read a book about Ben Franklin. I flew a kite.
And I bought bifocals.
What a lovely invention. And I miss you. Now we're Blink-182.
All right. What is the okay?
All right, here we go.
we
I
go.
am starving for your attention as I race along these walls. I am just a ghost, and I am unafraid. I am calling your name.
Okay, so with this one, I don't know. It's Jimmy just going fucking full bore,
Yes.
like no rules. Just I love that saying. By the way,
Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right.
like just going full Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right. And say I'm gonna go genre with this, or if it's just really that bad. I'm going real.
I'm gonna go. See, I definitely know what you're saying. I feel like Jimmy is a better writer than this,
but he's emulating it.
but that's the thing. I don't know. It could be a feint within a feint. Dune coming this fall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say real as well.
All right, both going real on this one.
And you're both wrong.
You're both wrong.
Oh, you fucker!
You chameleon.
It's a master of disguise.
All right, you ready
All
for
right.
your last?
Here's the last.
This is a tiebreaker, right?
No, you're ahead right now.
Oh fuck
You're
yeah.
ahead by one. So
tying it up.
yeah, if you split, if you get it right, if he gets it right and you get it wrong, then it's a tie. No pride. You're both just crying in the gutter.
Let's call this a fucking double points round.
Yeah, this
Fuck
is
it.
double points
Okay.
round.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Chris. Give me
Sure.
the ability. Need a leg
All right.
up.
All right.
All right, here we go. My broken house behind me and good things ahead. Rolling cats wants a little of my time. 6 cylinders underneath the hood, crashing and kicking. Aha! Listen to the engine whine.
Okay.
She doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it.
She's not a fan. Oh man, crashing and kicking though.
6 cylinders.
6 cylinders
under the hood.
Under the hood
Of what? Probably a car.
I would assume.
Yeah.
There's 6 cylinders.
That's a synecdoche. That's a writing technique when you refer to a part of something
Don't
to
talk
refer
to
to
me
the
about
whole.
writing. That's what I went to school for.
What's synecdoche?
I have no idea.
And there you go.
It's a town about 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Got him. I'm going to say real. I'm being shrewd on this one. I'm say real.
Now, going after our last one, where I think
Jimmy fucking tricked us because he's.
I'm going fake.
Okay.
This is for all the marbles.
I'll see you in hell.
All the bananas.
See you in hell.
Okay,
all the
so
bing
before
bongs.
we
See you in
reveal,
hell.
what is the current score?
The current
doesn't
score is
matter.
I'm down by 1, and this is worth 2.
Yeah, this is worth
because
2
Chris
points.
bent the
Okay.
rules so that I can win.
Okay.
All right.
So with him giving the 2-point worth in this one, that means Team Neil wins because it is a real
Yeah.
song. It's called "This Year" by the Mountain Goats.
Oh, wait.
I thought that you guys would get this because you mentioned the mountain
Chris
goat.
loved that song.
I love that fucking song. This
I was
what?
afraid of that. Like when he
Yes.
said it earlier. I was
Wow,
like,
that makes this victory even sweeter.
Twist. wait. What were the lyrics again? I'm sorry.
My broken house behind me and good things ahead. A girl named Kathy wants a little of my time. 6 cylinders underneath the hood, crashing and kicking. Aha, listen to the engine whine.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna make
that's
it through this year
if it kills me. Oh jeez. Well,
It's because of the way I read it. You didn't recognize
Yeah.
it.
It's because you didn't read it like this. Otherwise,
If-
you would have gotten that.
if you'd taken a lyric from fucking No Children,
Chris would have sang it the
Yeah.
whole
we
thing.
almost did.
I almost did. I
I
said
browsed
that's
it.
like their best song.
They
There's
weren't
no
weird
way.
enough for me. There was the part about like the shaving.
Yeah.
I almost used that one, but
Well,
I
the-
didn't.
the
That was
one-
like the only
Are
suitable.
you saying hi?
hey, what's up?
Eleanor.
What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah, hey, we're waving at a baby.
Jeez, I would say you might be the second youngest guest on here because you were a lot younger when you were on the first time.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. But you don't get headphones, so you don't count as a guest.
Yeah.
You say hi.
But yeah, so if we had a trophy or anything, you would have it. That is for sure.
I'll draw you a
Actually,
trophy. I'll
she
mail it.
she will do. She's really into art and getting those. Like loot crates and things like that. They have them for artists with other kinds of pens and pencils and stuff. Give Tori an idea of something you want artistically done. She will do it. That is your prize.
There you
Very
go.
cool.
I needed her for that just now.
I want
I'm down.
Jeff Mangum eviscerating the guy from the Mountain Goats. I forget his name.
Yeah, couldn't tell you his name. If you had done No Children, this would.
It's such a sweet. It's such a sweet victory
Yeah.
that Chris got the Mountain Goats song wrong because Chris
We were blasting Mountain Goats last night in my apartment.
Chris drinks and
I blast them out goats every day, friend.
Chris drinks and blasts the Mountain Goats and bums me out. You guys play No Children like once you're like 3 or 4
It's like
deep.
5, 6.
Yeah, 5, 6 deep when it starts to get a little bit sloppy.
It's like, are we going to the bar or we're not going to the bar? We're not going to the bar. We're listening to the Mountain Goats.
Let's yell No Children.
No Children is like the song where Jim decided he hated the genre.
That was the song
He's
that
like,
made
what
me
is
think, what the
this?
fuck are these lyrics? And I started inventing my own. That was the one.
We're
I
going
also,
down
I, she
hand
also
in
liked
unlovable hand.
slam poetry and spoken word, and I won't do it now, but I do a pretty good
He does a
fake
really good slam poetry. Yeah.
It's all about thinking about being a lesbian on the subway. At least the stuff she listens to, that's all I get from it. So that's
enjoy
where I draw
being a
my
lesbian
inspiration.
on the subway sometimes.
That's
what
what it
can
is.
I say?
That's what it is.
I'm just waving at your child.
All right, folks.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you
we're gonna
so
wrap
much
this up.
for listening. If you're still
Yeah,
listening,
we appreciate you. We appreciate you guys.
That's what we appreciate you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming on. Thanks for taking the time. Listen to the Silent K. They're easy to find, right? You're on everything?
Yeah, we're on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, pretty much anything. If you're listening to a podcast, if you're listening to these guys, you can find us.
Sweet.
that's right. And
you
if you
guys
listen to us, you should listen to them. And if you listen to them, you listen to us.
Yeah,
right.
We're
go ahead.
Patreons with each other.
Yep.
Or if you're a patron of theirs or a patron of ours, you can actually click on it because we support each other.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
We do.
a wash, kind of, but it's
Yeah.
it's never mind.
Cross-pollination.
It's,
It's good.
Patreon
It's good
wins.
stuff.
It's whatever.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
it's-
Patreon
it's
wins in
the
that one.
symbol.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's the thought that counts.
What's your Patreon?
Our Patreon, it's patreon.com/The Silent K Pod.
Cool. Ours is patreon.com/EIK.
No, it's not. It's everyone
not.
I know.
Everyone I know. That's what it is. I set
Support
that
us.
up.
Yeah, support your local podcast. You can also send in if you need advice. You can send in advice questions to the Silent K Pod. They have a Google Doc sheet that they can that you can submit to. I submitted to it.
DM us.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can DM us. You can submit to the sheet. That's linked on it's our pinned tweet on Twitter. Mm-hmm. It's in the bio on Instagram. Andy did it. He sent us a very good question.
And a very long one.
Did we help you, by the way? We don't get follow-up from a lot of people.
Swirlies?
I didn't give anyone a swirly, but I did talk to other grad students, and they are also pissed off about it. So it at least made me feel like I have a community. So that's a good start.
Mob mentality is like a very positive affirmation.
Yes,
so that's
it is.
Good.
Glad to hear it.
Perfect.
All right, folks. Again, if you're still listening, thanks for listening. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Jimmy. Just be nice to each other.
Be nice. Or not.
Yeah. I'm not your dad.
You don't have to.